So today, my name is Ali Faikal bin Ali. Metric number AE 210048 will be present about group assignment, which is the title of project is Equivalent Resistance of Calculator. So our lecturer is Dr. Chiu Chang Chun. We had 3 group members, which is Ahmad Solihin bin Azlan and Abdul Hasif bin Abdul Rahman. So we start to the table of content, which has title the first 3 stages of software development method, the requirement specification, analysis, and algorithm, which is in page 3. So we have implementation and program documentation in page 5 until 7. We have testing in page 8, verification in page 9, and reference. So we want to talk about the first 3 stages of software development method. A, we have requirement specification. We have to prompt the user to enter the type of circuit, either is it series or parallel. Second, we want to enter the value for resistor R1, R2, and R3. Third, we want to compute the difference between the value of equivalent resistance for series and parallel circuit. This is based on formula of equivalent resistance for series and parallel circuit. For the formula for the series circuit, we have R equivalent to R1 plus R2 plus R3. In parallel circuit, we have 1 over R equivalent to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3.
Hello and good day to you, Doctor. My name is Abdul Hasif bin Abdul Rahman and I am from Group 7. The question asks for us to create a coding for equivalent resistance calculator based on the choice entered by the user. So as you can see here, this is our coding for the equivalent resistance calculator. So let's start with the standard library. We use IOStream as the standard library header. This is for output or input such as cin and cout. We also use IOmanip as set base field flag, which is used for setting the decimal point precision. For this coding, for this program, we will use int main. We also have log the number of resistance in the circuit, which is R1, R2, and R3. As you can see here, we use float for the input because sometimes the resistor value is in decimal point. R total is the thing that we are going to get at the end of this program. Char user choice. For char user choice is to allow the user to run the program again if the user entered Y. Next is the precision. The 2 in the coding is so that the output decimal point is like 0.00 ohm, such as if we get the R total answer is 3.33 ohm. After that, we will display a message that says welcome to equivalent resistance calculator. To use this calculator, please state the circuit is in series or parallel. We will prompt the user to state the circuit is in series or parallel, which is here. Cin circuit means that when the user enter S or P, it will store the input from the user to circuit. Then we will ask for the user to state the value of each resistor. R1 is what, R2 is what, and R3 is what. After we get all the information from the user, this coding will run accurately. What you see now is if the user entered S, which is for series circuit, he will then calculate the R total based on this formula. R total equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Then it will display the output here. The total equivalent resistance is R total, which is we get from the formula. Next, the program will ask if the user want to continue using this calculator. If the user entered Y, it will repeat the program. This is because of here. Y user choice is Y. If the user entered N, then it will stop the program. Just now is for the series circuit. Now is if the user entered P, which is for parallel circuit, he will skip the part here. The formula of R total will also change. This time, it will use this formula. R total equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Then, the program will display the output of the program, which is R total. Same with the above coding. Now, what you see here is for when the user does not enter the correct circuit type. The program will display a message saying that you have entered invalid state of the circuit. Like the circuit type choice is like S and P only. So if the user entered L or P or K, any else other than S or P, it will stop the program. Then same with from the above coding, it will ask for the user if they want to continue using this calculator. So that concludes all the codings for this program.
Hello and very good morning to Doctor. So my name is Ahmad Solihin bin Azlan and I am going to explain how I verify our coding for this group project. Okay, firstly I will do some calculation. Okay, so this is my calculation. This is an example. Okay, but firstly I will explain how the formula. Okay, first for series circuit, the formula is R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, or it depend on how much is the resistor. So for parallel circuit also, parallel circuit is different, which is the formula is 1 over R equivalent equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So let's say we put the resistor value for this R1, R2, R3 is 10 ohm, 20 ohm and 30 ohm. And then for series circuit, if we calculate, we will get the answer 60 ohm. For parallel circuit, if we calculate, we will get the answer 5.45 ohm. So I will run this coding. Okay, I will put S for series circuit, and then value for R1 is 10, R2 is 20, and R3 is 30. And then we will get the answer 60 ohm, which is the same with my calculation. So I have proof, and for parallel circuit, Y for to continue, and then P for parallel. So value for R1 is 10 ohm, R2 is 20 ohm, and 3 is 30 ohm. And then the value for parallel circuit equivalent resistance is 5.45 ohm, which the same with my calculation. So I just verify that this coding can be used. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.